anything like me, you need absolute silence to concentrate. We can't be having noise around us when we're trying to study for our test the next day. But if you do happen to be one of those rare people that can operate under any conditions, you would fall under the category of my roommate. He can study anywhere, including the Kolk. The Kolk is so noisy. I never go there other than to maybe just go to a lab. But the library, on the other hand, is where it's at. We here at Tech have so many resources in the library alone. It is an absolute treasure chest of things to do, resources to use. You have computers all around you. So it is the perfect place to go if you just need to relax and buckle down and get something accomplished. You can't accomplish anything when you're in the Kolk, but in the library, things get done. So this is probably the single most compelling reason to choose the library over the Kolk. We here at Tech are all very serious students. We are here, first and foremost, to learn. So that's why the library is a very, very good place to be, and that is the reason why. How many seconds do I have left?
You're allowed one more. So
Okay. And that is why we should all choose the library over the Kolk. Furthermore, the library has many places. It is what I call a hybrid. Okay. Oh, okay.
All right. And Mr. Victor.
All right, thank you, Justin, for giving this nice speech. It was rather touching. But actually beforehand, before we even had this conversation, or before he gave his speech, he told me personally that he liked the Kolk more than the library. I just don't think that we should really go to the Kolk, or to the library, if you want to accomplish studying or anything of that matter. I go to the library sometimes, and what do I find? I find people, and they're listening to music on the computers, and it drives me insane. I have to go all the way to the Kolk to find a nice place to study. The Kolk has study lounges, or study areas, where you can go, reserve your spot, and study for your exams. They have whiteboards in excess. They have markers, you can draw stuff if you get bored, or you can write equations on them if you want. But also, what's very annoying about the library, the people there. People at the library, you don't want to go to the library. You want to meet people. So the Kolk accomplishes two things. It's a great social atmosphere for meeting people, and it's also a great place to learn and study. I almost forgot. It has a Starbucks. Starbucks, I know you guys like Starbucks. Everybody likes Starbucks. If you don't like Starbucks, I don't know what's...
Time.
You didn't have to finish that sentence.
All right, so now you will each get 60 seconds to rebut the argument and across your closing statement.
All right, allow me to clarify, since we're revealing our conversation that we had before preparing for this debate. I do happen to recall that Victor here said he spends most of his time in the library, out of the places. So, keeping that in mind, some of the things that Victor has misinterpreted about the library, which is very unfortunate because he spends so much time there, is that there are two main sections of the library. A section where you can talk and converse with other people, great for teamwork. Whereas in the Kolk, anything goes. There's noise all around you. You can't escape it. But in the library, there's two places. You can go upstairs to the cubicle area, my favorite place personally, where you can sit there, relax, and get your work done. And if you want to be loud and talk, you have the freedom to quickly go over to the Kolk and the ground floor of the library anytime you want. It is the perfect hybrid, and that's why you should always choose the library when you have that decision to go to the Kolk or the library.
All right. One thing you noted about the library is that there are study places where you can go, nice places where you can go and study. But do you really want to go to a place that looks like a dungeon? Absolutely not. Where should you go if you want to study? You need to be in a good mood. You don't want to go into a dungeon and open up your textbook and approach these problems for your class with this mindset that you're in a dungeon. You want to approach them in the sense that you're optimistic and in a good mood. You should go to the Kolk for that. As a high ceiling, which promotes creativity among other well-being, among other things. And the library is not the place for that kind of thing.